All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Sunday, Lord's Day. All glory goes to God. Amen. Now, I want you agents out there to be safe because they're planning to come up into Minnesota and attack the ICE agents. Now, you know what I say shoot first, ask questions later. Now, there's a couple people that we're interested in that are causing a lot of trouble on YouTube that are supposedly going to be up there. They're looking for them in Indiana. They're looking for, all those places and everything. But what we want you agents to do is protect yourselves. We stand on the grounds here of God, government, and family. So protect yourselves and do what you have to do to make sure you get these people when they come up there. Now, that's pretty much all I can say. Like I said, and there's many involved in this because we're going through the whole chat, writing names down, taking names, and they also will be put on the list of tyrant white terrorists. I know it's crazy, but that's our job, as American citizens. So be safe up there, agents, and protect yourself. You got to go home to your families at night, and always keep that in mind. Shoot first, ask questions later. All right, let's get back to our peaceful Sunday. Amen. We will be contacting other agencies to let them know that these people are planning to attack agents. Oh, sorry. Clicked on the wrong button. Pay no attention to that. Hey, ATS News. All right. I just got done watching my Sunday ritual videos. Uh, Watching Miss Hannah Lee Dugan and everything. Little lady, you need to be safe. Don't be trusting all them people around you. Having my coffee and having a cigarette. And, getting a lot of shade thrown my way, but we must protect our country, folks. And this gibberish shouldn't really be on Sunday, what we're watching some of these people do. All I can say is be ready and be on the lookout. Them ICE agents up there. You say, Miss ATS News, how is your Sunday going? Mine ain't too bad. I just had an 85-cent McMuffin from the grocery store there on sale. Some coffee. And I'm all set for the day. Got some chores to do, as always. Now, folks, also be safe because these people are catfishing and luring people and trying to blackmail people. We're also watching that channel for that. And, you know, I feel bad for these people that were catfished. Hell, we all been catfished. But we don't listen to people you think. We operate on a different division and we don't take orders from these people or the White House or anybody. So, yeah, good luck on stopping that. Yo, what's up, RC? They're planning to go up and try and attack the ICE agents or whatever up there in Minneapolis. Some YouTubers. You know, everything would have been fine if they wouldn't have used the magic or witchery or whatever they do and stole from people. They probably would have had no trouble, you know. But people been telling them people stop what you're doing, and they refuse to. And the only way these people know to stop something is violence. You got to hit them with violence. That's the only way they'll learn. And folks, you'll be a lot safer if you quit listening to Mr. Shell that he's been pardoned by Trump. That I can't believe these people. Lord, I really can't believe these people are that dumb. Folks, they will take you out. If you point a gun, you attack one of our agents, one of our military guys, any special agents out there that most of these people don't know, they will take you out in a heartbeat, and there will be no repercussions from the government. If you're thinking to go up there and this is going to get hot, it's going to get heavy, live ammo, and if you want some, come get some. I know you're watching, and I know you're watching. Go up there and play your games up there and watch what happens. This is going to be keep cameras rolling in Minneapolis. Well, I'll tell you what, it's cold out. It's definitely cold out. What is on your guys' agenda today? What's everybody doing today on a Sunday? I ain't doing much. It's Sunday. No one's talkative. Everybody's got the cat's got everybody's tongue on this Sunday morning. I'll send you who it was, Miss ATS News. All right, Miss ATS News, I sent you the video. Watch that video, the woman that's in that video. You renounce the devil, RC? Yeah, in Jesus' name. We're hunting them down one by one. That coffee tastes good. It's a mixture of the pita bread, caramel, with the that Cuban coffee. I forget the name of it. Oh wait, that's a different RC. That's not our RC. That's a copycat channel, I think. Well, another beautiful Sunday. It's starting to snow. We got some snow out there. I think that's a sign that what we're going to do to these people is okay with the Lord. You just change your picture name. I don't know. We'll see if another RC pops up here. He'll probably be upset. Who the heck is copying me? You know, RC, I know how you feel. Once I got on YouTube, thousands of Johnny Kramers and John Kramers got on YouTube. It was unbelievable.
And I do the things I wanna do, and I don't because of you. And I'm gonna take a left, and I'll second guess. You're leading me down. You're leading me down. You're leading me down. You're standing in the USA. I'm never really sure if you take what I'm saying the right way. 'Cause I'm not a part of free of a pocket game. The speed is out and muscles up to be. Yeah, 'cause my Cadillac is sitting in the back. Hitting me, Lord knows I'm all home in my galaxy.
RC, where's Miss Debbie Fox this morning? ATS News, where's Debbie Fox? What'd you guys do with her? Where is she? Debbie? It don't look like Debbie Fox will be coming around no more. She must be busy. Probably packing all her stuff. She's taking a little trip. She's going on a holiday.
No.
I see Bob Mata is on tonight with the channel I was telling you about. Ted Investigates. Yeah, they can investigate all they want. Ain't gonna do them no good. They're on a list of corruption and madness. And I've done all I can. I'm singing the tune of Pontius Pilate. I wash my hands of this. And much like our government politics, we did not know what these people were into on YouTube. So we can't go after all the viewers and subs because they have no idea what's going on. Well, Mr. Bob Motto will get to the bottom of this, RC. He will get to the bottom of this mess. What do you think's going to happen tonight, RC? With Ted and investigate? What are they investigating? If you don't mind me asking, what are they investigating? And I don't know what I'm trying to get him. Where is Debbie Fox? RC says she's probably busy. Exactly. It's actually on a couple days, but it's probably just recapping Delphi for the 100th time. Delphi is an ongoing case. They have many of these people behind bars already. If you can't connect the dots that they pled to lesser charges. Many people involved, and we continue to look for Odins and witches in the woods out here, using drones, lasers. Goblins, goblins, whatever they call them. We're out there in the woods. So be safe when you're walking through the woods, folks. It's never going. It's already been solved. We're just trying to pick up some loose stragglers. We already know it was a group thing: meth, prostitution, pedos, clubs, gangs, whatever, secret societies. It is everything that the United States government said it was, and the American people failed to listen, and now it's eating away America, and everyone's, oh my God. I did you. We told you. You cannot say they didn't tell you in the Delphi case and in America when the FBI, Homeland, and everyone said we got a problem. And it's bigger than what we thought. How can people be? Don't worry, RC. They have a lot of these people already behind bars that they were all connected. Kurtz, Chadwell, Allen, Klein, Duval. A lot of these guys are already behind bars. And the hunt continues for more sickos in America. Well, they owe me a lot of money, and they tried to swindle people out of that in the Delphi case. And they're like, we're bringing in the lawyers. I'm like, hey, we kill everybody. We don't give a shit what your title is in this country or how much money you got, idiots. When you going to realize that? I don't know what their strategy is. We're gonna go ahead and get the court, the lawyer. Your system is corrupt. What don't you understand, you effing idiots? We're here to do a job. Give a shit who you are, or if you're a lawyer or not, or who you are. No one gives a shit. What they do give a shit is about protecting and cleaning up this country, which that's what we're doing. We're letting our ICE agents know that these people, these YouTubers are on their way up there. And if you see them, you shoot them on sight. They're wanted for causing commotion, havoc, obstructing justice in the United States of America. Now, look, you've been given orders, ICE. Continue to do what you're doing. You're doing a great job. But if you see them people that we're sending you, list faces, you open fire right away. It's going to be the greatest movie ever produced. I already have big wig actors calling me all night. You know, can you just let me have a little part in it? Yeah, sure. You can bring in the coffee and tea when we're doing scene 4, where they meet in the smoky bar in the corner booth. You can do it. Yeah. Yeah, all the big, even Johnny Depp. But Johnny Depp's wanted right now, so I can't have him in. But Brad Pitt could be playing me in this next movie. I'm thinking Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio. Possibly. And I also want to get Jackie in there. I want to get little Jackie in there from the Bad News Bears. I'll get little Jackie in there. Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio into this movie. It's going to be phenomenal. Guys, I'm getting worried about little Debbie. Where is she at? What'd you guys do? You know, if it was government, let me know that you guys picked up somebody or something. Let me know what's going on. My God, they always leave me in the dark. Listen to them beautiful birds. Mother Nature at her best. Well, RC, if you keep that kind of attitude that the case is never going to be solved, I think we already solved most of it. And we're just on our way picking up people that have been obstructing the justice. So, a lot of people are upset, but we're just doing the job. Hold on a minute. Busy right now. Read my comments. RC, what do you think about the Delphi thing? You got Keegan Klein, you got Kurtz and them. Kurtz even said he knew a couple of these guys and was very familiar with the bridge. And he could run across that bridge within minutes, within a minute or whatever. You had Chadwell, you had Duvall, you had all these guys down there. You had even some of these YouTubers that were in there. And then you had Dorino that came clean about he was being affiliated into a club or something. You had him going back to the crime scene, finding a phone that they didn't find. The whole thing was just interesting. It was very interesting. I think something to do with the Flora fires, yeah. And don't forget Evansdale, RC. And don't forget about the other, I want to thank all the other agents and police from the other states that came in where they connected crimes in other states to Delphi. I want to thank them guys that came in. Them guys were great investigators. And when they found property, you know, at these guys' house of a murder case from another state, that kind of opened up the doors to, we got a big crew down there. Let me see what RC's saying. She did the insurance appraisal of the house that burned a week before. Yeah. Yeah. Which I think we seen one of the Flora people on YouTube. And yeah, they all were, and I noticed too, once they found out we were looking for them, they boot scoop boogied out of Indiana. So it all is very interesting, if you ask me. What's the grandmother's name again? What grandmother? Oh, the grandmother of the girl. Yeah, Becky Patty. I thought Becky was the one. No, Becky Patty. Yeah, I think that's her name. The grandmother. Well, a lot of people were saying she was trying to cover something up because there was a book inside the bedroom. And as they were doing the interview, she flicked the book off of the table so the reporter would pick it up and see it or something like that. Yeah, the book. Yeah. This is, it was very interesting to watch this unfold. And now you remember, we're coming into a small town where they all know each other. You ain't going to come into our small town and change things. they're going to relocate your town after they're done. Geologically, with like craters and all kinds of stuff in it. So it's pretty crazy. And then they were connected to the biker clubs. And then we had the incident with uh, Mike and Rolling Thunder and the biker clubs that they were joining forces to come and try and take on another club out here or whatever. I was like, this is everybody connected the dots except for certain people. And we all knew that something not good was going on. And then you had the family member, Cody, who was talking about banging young girls. And people in his chat were saying, dude, they're only 13, 14. And he was saying he was doing stuff with them, you know. Yeah, very fishy. And people were like, why are you taking out all these people? Well, because it's a terrorist group. RC said they definitely moving drugs out of it. Well, you know, if you look, it's like the sheriff said when that one lady was interviewing him. Do you know the history of the family of the girls? And they're like, yeah. And he said, I don't need to say anymore. And he hit it right on the nail head. You know, they were all wrapped up into drugs before that. Everyone was talking about clubs being initiated and societies and everything. Indiana Packers. Well, that's where Sullivan worked there, didn't he? Or didn't I think didn't Allen work there at one time or something like that? Or a couple of these guys worked there at the Indiana Packer building that was across the street from the bridge or whatever. Yeah, there was a lot of players in the game. And these people refute, well, it ain't fact. Well, we know this much. Their records before the murders pointed to these people should have been dealt with a long time ago. And everyone shut their mouth. Ugh, yeah. Well, yeah. These people should have been dealt with years and years and years ago. Yeah, too many people involved in the Dropbox thing, and it's just crazy how it's just one person. And you know, like we took the Congress and Senate. This is why we got problems. There is proof that it's a giant ring of madness, and you lock up one guy, and it's over with. That's why you have all this madness and children still being trafficked and abused and killed and the drugs and everything because you refuse to attack the situation in your home country that's causing it, that's bringing in the drugs. You want to go somewhere else and attack that and leave these madmen to run wild in your own country. Well, I say nay, no. I say no. Oh yeah, I agree. I see. It was planned, all orchestrated. This happens, that happens. You know, just like a crew or whatever. But once again, we want to thank them agents that came in from other states in murder cases that led to Delphi and the crew. Can we agree on that, RC? Well, here's what we need to do. We need to continue to build our military unmanned. All right? Because now we can control the army. The army doesn't have a brain. The army is programmed to do what it does. So we're going to continue to program and build an unmanned military, just like the rest of these countries are way ahead of us in doing. We're going to continue to deal with the problem within our borders. And we're going to continue to make America great again, where you can actually go to the store and go grocery shopping without being killed. Where your children can go to school and actually have fun learning like I did when I was in school at a young age. Go to school to learn, and you go to school to make friends, and that's the way it should be. And these kids can't. They can't even go to school no more. They're petrified to go to school. Let me see. Klein was already a snitch on his dad. He obviously didn't want to take the fall. I don't think any of them wanted to take the fall for this. That's why they probably ran their mouth and copped lesser pleas. Keegan Klein, to this day, says he'll talk about the whole thing. He's doing 40 years right now, I think. And to this day, he's continuing to, he says he'll talk. And I think a lot of people missed when Klein said at first, just like Richard Allen and the rest of them lied about stuff, that he was the only one that had control of that account. And then as time went by, oh, well, okay, other people had control of the account. He was giving the account out to other people. So how many? I don't know. They said there was 200 and something Anthony Shots accounts. Right? So one of them accounts might be the real Anthony Shots. The other 249 or whatever it was are bad people. Can we agree to disagree on that? Where is Debbie Fox, RC? ATS News, what did you do with Debbie Fox? Yeah, why wasn't Tony picked up, RC? I keep telling Indiana, I've been coming here and standing in this state, and I'm never really sure if you take what I'm saying right way. And they ain't taking what I'm saying the right way. Oh, well, what can you do? She first asks questions later. That's about it. They're all around me here. I'm hostage. I'm a hostage to this one. I reckon Tony's best friend is a cop. Well, if you look into it, they're all connected. even some of the police mason stuff, secret lodge and stuff, whatever. So, like I said, they're not going to go quietly, government. They're not going to go quietly, FBI, CIA, Homeland. That's why they're saying you ain't coming into our little town and changing stuff around. And that's why a lot of governments going, what? Holy shit, who's ordering this airstrike down there? Why we got missiles and satellite lasers pointed at this area? Well, because they're terrorists. They were before the murders, and they remain that. Yeah, crazy, ain't it? I'm really getting kind of worried about Miss Fox. Where is she? She messaged me, good morning, and I said good morning, and boom, gone. Look, might be internet problems. I've been having a lot of internet problems lately. I'm interested to find out what really happened to Michael Capp, right? Because Michael Capp was saying that he was questioned in that, and then mysteriously he died. Why? Very crazy. Now, what do I think? I think they're all alive, personally. And they just started a new YouTube channel like we've seen them do before. Boomer or Hoosier Boomer, whatever his name was. All them guys, well, they died mysteriously. But we've seen these guys jump through channels, have 5, 6 channels, and they just die on one. It's like a series in a movie. I tried telling people that. One guy dies off in the series, and you can't use him no more, right? And that's just what these YouTubers do. That channel died off, and they move on to another channel, and maybe in 5 years they'll pop back up. Aha! I wasn't dead. I had to say that because they were looking for it. We've seen all these people do this shit numerous times. And we also want these people picked up for witchery and sorcery because we have now proved that to be true. So a lot of these people are being looked at for witchery and sorcery. Let's see what RC's saying. Did you see about Captain Howdy? Yeah, supposedly he died, but people tracked the name, and it wasn't him, it was someone else or something like that. And I don't know if it's true or not, if he passed away or, we don't know. I know this much. We've seen these people lie so many times. Uh, we don't know if it's true or not. And if they work for the news company, ain't that something how they busted a couple of these people? that worked for the news company. And if they're reporting fraudulent stuff, then is it possible that Captain Howdy didn't die and it wasn't? Yeah, it's possible. He shot his ex-wife and himself. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Once we found out that they were actually controlling the news, then it's possible that was all made up. Could have been just a random person, they're saying, that died down south in Indiana. I don't know. It's true. It could be that if they were controlling the news and everything. Maybe that's why Trump was saying he was tired of their fake news or something. Maybe they had control of the news. Maybe this crew, this giant ring, had control of everything that people knew. Being they were putting out fake shit on the news, they were sending people on a wild goose chase, people that had nothing to do with the case. They were attacking people just because they had the same first name as some of these people that they were looking for. I mean, it was a mess. It was a literal mess. And when it's that bad, you got to call in people higher above. You got to go through extremes to get justice. I hate to say it. I'll tell you what, RC, you got that right. They've been catfishing people. And that, RC, just hit the nail on the button. Who we thought we were talking to ain't. And it's these other YouTubers. And the data shows that. And the data showed that in the TP case, in the Delphi case. Delphi, Richard Allen had all these phones except for the 2017 phone when this happened. All this data on 17 phones or something like that and devices that has to be gone through. There's probably stuff we don't even know yet that hasn't come in from the phone data and stuff. I don't know where little Debbie is. I'm getting kind of worried. I've been messaging her and she hasn't answered back. I don't think he would into it or was into it, but it's possible. I mean, he was out there drinking at the local bar. RC has said that. Yeah, he was at the local bar playing pool, jumping around all over. Uh, and so were other people that were suspects. So for them to say, well, we didn't know each other, they all knew each other. They're not going to come out and said they all hung out with each other and they were bestie of best when one of them got busted for having children, naked children in his phone. That's a death sentence behind bars. Oh, that was your buddy, huh? That was your buddy with all them photos of my family member, kids and stuff. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't live too long. I mean, that's just my opinion, right? You get picked up for something, questioned in a case, and then you find out someone you know gets busted with 200 and something children photos or whatever in his phone or whatever. You're already behind bars. Do you come out and say, "Oh, that was my best buddy"? Is one of 'em. We were tight. And did you know about the photos he had in his phone? My family members and my citizens. You know about that? I don't like when people are taking photos of my citizens' children. I really don't like that. All right, what else we got here? Captain Howdy made good videos. I'm going to give you credit there where credit is due. Captain Howdy did make good videos. Someone that hid behind a screen and never showed his face once on camera. He did make good videos. But if we let everybody go that had anything to do with this go because, hey, you make great videos, we're going to let you go. Don't come knocking on my door when your children are missing and asking this government to save your children. That's all I got to say about that. Captain Howdy fooled all of his viewers and subs, lied cold stone to their face. If we go by what all these people are saying, Captain Howdy lied to himself. Not only himself, he took the coward way out. But he did make great videos. I guess that makes up for everything. What's true, RC? That he made good videos? Well, Des, where is little Debbie? I've been questioning everyone that has been coming in my chat. Where is Debbie? I told her grab her copy. I'm live. She must be busy, as RC said. Can you guys still hear the birds? Do you like YouTube, Johnny? Yeah, YouTube's pretty good. Great band. Great band. And don't forget on Saturday or on Friday nights and Saturday nights, don't forget to go down to Jimmy's Tuna Shack and see Mr. Bob Mata and the YouTube cover band. He is the edge. I don't care what you people say. When we need someone to fill in for the edge, We go to Mata, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Now stay out of his way and make sure you get your tickets for Friday and Saturday night. That's Jimmy's Tuna Shack out there on Cicero and Harlem, Chicago. Make sure you get your tickets out. RC, you know it's true. Come on. Mata can't fool me. He can fool a lot of people, but he ain't fooling me. We know dang well on Fridays and Saturday nights, he's at Jimmy's Tuna Shack busting out some of the greatest songs you people ever listened to. That's Friday and Saturday night at Jimmy's Tuna Shack. Valdez says that dude made his guitar sound like bagpipes. Yeah, he's pretty good. I watched the Edge. When people talk about the Edge, the first thing that comes to mind is effects. You ever see inside the Edge's personal recording studio that he has? I ain't never seen so many effects in my life. It was unbelievable. His pedal board draws 75,000 amps. They got to bring in 7 trucks. Just it's almost as big as Dave Levine's foot pedal that he uses playing at these small bars. We got to bring in 3 semi generators just to power the effing board. That's the footboard. I seen Edge one time click on his footboard and the energy, it just glowed around it and it was actually sucking people in. That's what electricity does. It draws you to it. People in the crowds were being sucked in to the ball of light that was around him as he played. Don't get me started on rock bands. I know who they are. I've been there. Oh, God love them all. That's all I could do. That's all in a day's work, really. Yeah, Bob Mata's got a huge collection of guitar. You guys also, and let me tell you something about Mata. This guy, when he goes 100%, he goes 100%. That guy's got a full courtroom in his basement. All the beautiful wood carvings that are in our beautiful courtrooms and everything is right in Mr. Bob Mata's basement. Every day he's judge, executioner, and jury. I wouldn't mess with him if I was you folks. I really wouldn't. No, you're right, 100% RC. He's got a big collection of the way pedals, guitars, and everything. He's good at what he does, and what he does is he is the Edge on Friday, Saturday night at Jimmy's Tuna Shack down in Cicero and Harlem. I'm gonna refill my coffee real quick. Folks, we're kind of worried. Valdez, come on now, quit joking around. What'd you do at Little Debbie Fox? There's certain things I need in the morning. My coffee and a dose of my Debbie Fox. Where is she? What have you done with her? I suggest you turn her over to me. That's what I suggest. I wouldn't touch anything. Don't cut her hair off. If you cut these women's long, beautiful hair off, I'm going to be very upset. You abuse these women. Debbie, don't worry. I'll find you, sweetie. I'm going to get some more coffee. Well, I want to thank the Lord for sending a couple people into my chat this morning. All glory goes to God. Jesus is the way, folks. The only way. Amen. We got beautiful, it's cold out, folks, so stay warm if you're up north there. Hold on 1 minute, please. Valdez, just turn over Debbie Fox. I know you are very fond of her and been watching her for a long time, but she belongs to me. I'm sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to make communication with Debbie because she's not here and she should be. And I think what they're doing is jamming signals. Probably Valdez has a jammer, jamming everything. And he won't let our lovely Debbie Fox into chat because he's jamming the signals with probably microwaves or something or some kind of a kinetic energy device, maybe. I'm gonna try and descramble. I'm gonna try and descramble the signal and block the microwaves so Debbie can come into chat. Hopefully. Yeah, I can't block the signal. Now we'll keep looking, Miss Fox. I've been questioning all these people that have been coming into my chat where you are. Valdez, did you see that video on the edge of his recording studio and all the rack systems he had and all the effect pedals and his giant effects board? That was unbelievable. What a beautiful morning. It don't look like that they're going to be able to get Debbie Fox in chat this morning. She must be busy or someone took her or something, but we'll continue to look. We have a couple mods that disappeared, right? They were from the bad side of the YouTube thing, and they came into my chat to get protection from some of these crazies that were looking for them in other YouTube chats. And they disappeared. Now, I don't know if they got a hold of these ladies and did something bad to them. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I hope they're okay. I need to get a hold of the person that runs my Facebook and let them know am I gotten any messages from any of these people that are missing? Ground control to Debbie Fox 19. Engines on and facing on 8. 7. Put your helmet on, your spacesuit, sit down, strap in. 5. Ground control to Debbie Fox 4. Countdown's on, engines on. Grab your spacesuit and your capsule, and you're gone. This is ground control to Major Debbie. You're really in space, and your capsule's falling down in space. Debbie Fox, can you hear me? Something's wrong. Valdez, what you do to Debbie? Valdez, what you do to Debbie? And here she's floating in a tin can. Far across the world. The earth is blue, but there's nothing we can do. You know, we're starting little by little to find out everything bad about these people. You know, I was up late last night, and like yesterday, someone released a video on Uncle Ted Nugent. What? Yes, your Uncle Ted Nugent. No, these people they've gone crazy. Ah, well, you can't please everybody. These are all open cases, still being investigated. Keep that in mind. And the hunt continues for the bad men in America. The hunt continues. That guy from Peter, Paul, and Mary got busted by the cops as well. Who? They've all been dead for a long time. He said Jimmy Valdez is saying Jimmy Carter pardoned that dude. Yeah, we were all pardoned a long time ago. A lot of these people are mad. I was pardoned a long time ago. Different, you know, different presidents and stuff. Are you sure you got the right band, RC? Peter, Paul, and Mary, you know what they did? Puff the Magic Dragon. That's the song they did. Puff the Magic Dragon. Lived in Galaxy. Are you sure you got the right band? That's my question. Peter Yarrow. I had no idea. What did he get pardoned for? What did they pardon him for? $1970, Yarrow was convicted of taking immoral and improper liberties with 14-year-old Barbara Winter. I had no idea. They were like a child book trio. RC says he was like Don Henley. Who was? Oh, Don Henley is a great singer, songwriter, drummer. Singer, drummer. Johnny Smothers, too. Yeah, I heard something about that, but they're all gone. I think all these people, have already passed on. Oh, I had no idea, RC. You love his music. Yeah, he is good. I do love his music. Eagles, even his solo stuff was incredible. But I had no idea he's gotten illegal. Is it Over the Woods? Didn't he create some foundation and it's a bunch of land and woods or whatever that he stopped? He bought the woods or something. He stopped it from being cut down, or was it something other than that? Oh, I didn't hear about that one, RC. Wow, some kid over the. Oh, jeez. I didn't hear about that. he might have just been hosting the party. RC, maybe. You might be right. He's got a beautiful wife and kids. I don't know if he would do something, risk everything for that. RC, what do you think? Let me see. No, Don Henley was a wild guy. Yeah, he was back in his day, but I think he's married now, or has been married for a long time. My dinner is ready. Be right back. Your dinner? You must be one of them graveyards, or you're in a different country. Peter Townsend did research. I heard something about that too. That was pretty crazy. All right, is there anything else you folks want to talk about? I questioned all you folks where Miss Debbie Fox was. We hope we find her soon. You know, I don't know. I don't know. On all that, I don't know if it's true or not. You know, so I really can't say anything about that. I think I heard something about that. Well, does Chuck Berry took a minor on state over state lines? I don't know. I think so. Didn't they come down on Jerry Lee Lewis for that too? Heck, I think they came down on Elvis too.
and all the world is beautiful.
Bum, 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 bum. Feeling almost. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think if nobody else has any questions about anything, let us know next video if you found this Debbie Fox. Maybe our next video will be looking for Miss Debbie Fox. A documentary on who is Debbie Fox. Where in the world has she gone? Probably doing laundry or something. Dishes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, be safe. Have a great day. Stay warm. God bless. And I'll be back shortly with more content, more cases, more music, more movies. You name it. We're going to do it. Have a great day. God bless everyone. This Sunday, all glory goes to God. Amen. Forgive us for our sins. Heal us all. Amen. Have a good day.